In 2011, along with my sister and niece, we packed our bags and headed off to the Big Apple. What was all this fuss about? How can a city of high-rise buildings be sung about and loved by millions? I was about to find out. Join me on my journey to the city that never sleeps. I had made up my mind. I was going to New York no matter what. As soon as my sister and niece heard about me going, they packed their bags before I could say USA. This journey would take us to LA, San Fran, and that's another video, as well as Memphis, the home of the King, Las Vegas, and of course, New York, New York. A 14-hour plane trip, lots of turbulence. We finally arrived in the USA. Spent about 4 days in LA and San Fran, then headed off to the Big Apple. We landed in LaGuardia Airport and made our way to New York, New York. Traveling for 40 minutes plus by car, there was quite a bit of traffic. Nothing special along the way, only houses, cars, roads and highways. Then New York. Crossing the 59th Street Bridge, you look across the East River to this concrete jungle that you see in movies and books, but nothing, and I mean nothing, compares to the real thing. It's that hold your breath moment, the pinch me I'm dreaming, the wow feeling of I'm in New York. It's amazing. The traffic, the sirens, the buildings, everything about it is beautiful. As we made our way to Times Square, in my mind I was singing, "Start spreading the news." The lights, the people, the cars, it just makes your hair stand on the back of your neck. Such an amazing place. You are lost for words as you stand in the middle of Times Square. It's a feeling you must experience at least once in your lifetime. Lights everywhere, the billboards, the advertising, all sorts of things from merchandise to what's playing on Broadway. I'm not sure what happened to me that day, but I stood in the middle of Times Square, spun myself around. I may have done a little dance, and I'm sure someone must have captured it on their cell phone and is waiting to upload it to YouTube. But hey, I did not care. I was in New York. It was cold. I remember waking up early and heading down to Battery Park. We thought no one would be there that early. We were wrong. The line to see Lady Liberty was huge. I think if we'd stood at the end of the line, we would have seen her around midnight. Someone told us to jump on the Staten Island ferry. It will take you past the Statue of Liberty, close enough to see her and avoiding the huge crowd. She was beautiful, so majestic, protecting the harbour, something you must see if you go to New York. We made our way to the Empire State Building. It seemed pretty quiet on the outside. We had some McDonald's directly opposite the iconic building. I remember looking outside the window as I ate a Big Mac, and I said to myself, I'm in front of the Empire State Building. It's just unbelievable. As you make your way inside the Empire State Building, all is smooth sailing till you hit the level you have to be searched. The lines were huge. Off with the shoes, belts, any bags, just like at the airport. You then take the elevator to the observatory level. What a sight. Breathtaking. You feel like you're in an aeroplane. It is so high up, the 360-degree view of the city. This is where it hit me. I am in New York. I really am here. Central Park, the magnificent man-made oasis in the middle of all these buildings. Such a beautiful, beautiful place. Everywhere you looked, I was reminded of Home Alone. The horse rides, the lake, the children playing. You could walk around for hours and hours. Not to forget the Dakota, where John Lennon was shot, and Strawberry Fields, the imagined shrine set up for John Lennon. You can walk around for hours and hours, and you just can't get enough. Up from Battery Park, there is Wall Street, an interesting place located in the financial district of Lower Manhattan in New York City. A little further up, there is Ground Zero. I cannot believe 9/11 happened. There is a funny feeling, almost haunting, as you approach the site. When we were there in 2011, construction of the One World Trade Center was still underway. When you speak to the locals, each one had a special story of where they were on that day and how to this day it still affects them. We also went to St. Paul's Chapel. In 2011, it was like a shrine dedicated to the people and firefighters who lost their lives on that sad day. Make sure you visit the One World Trade Center when you are in New York. It is a definite must-see. We went to so many other places, too many to mention. I definitely will be going back to New York, to that city that truly does not sleep.